What's up, everybody? We're bringing a special podcast here today, live at the Houston WHAP, one of the largest three-wheel meetups in the entire world. And today I got very special guests with me. I have two of Can-Am's own community leaders for women on road. We have Claudette and we have LaShawn. And today we're going to talk to you about everything that's going on and what they have going on. So who would like to start and introduce yourself? LaShawn?
You gonna go with me first?
Hold on.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. We are live, so there's gonna be a lot of music there. Go.
Well, my name is LaShawn Jackson, and I am, I guess I could say officially one of the community leaders for the Women of On-Road community, three-wheel riding community.
And I am Claudette Waddingham from Andrews, Texas. I am also a community leader for the Can-Am Women of On-Road.
Absolutely. We're going to have to take like little breaks because we got a lot of bikes coming through with music, and this will be copyright infringement. So I'm going to keep it down for a minute. Perfect. I want it to be right. All right.
And we gonna wave to people, you know that.
Oh yeah. There's gonna be a lot of motor sounds, a lot of music coming through. We got a lot of stuff going on. Okay. Everybody's gonna be stopping and waving. Okay, so Can-Am wanted me to ask. This was specific. They gave me a whole bunch of questions. So I'm first they wanted me to start off with personal stories about women riding. So who's gonna go first in this one?
Okay.
You again.
Well, okay. So, personal. What do they want to know? What do they want to know?
Well, just about how'd you get involved in the community riding?
I got involved back in 2020. And if you were living up under a rock or not, y'all know what transpired in 2020. But it was that time. Texas, we're rebels, so we weren't totally locked down. And I took a break from the news, all that good stuff. Was watching, scrolling through Facebook, and saw this Facebook group with all of these women living their best lives, riding these strange bikes. And okay, now I know you don't know nothing about this, but I know you don't know nothing about this, but for a woman that's pregnant, when she gets to that first stage of her trimester where the baby starts moving and you feel that little flutter, that's what I felt when I saw the Facebook group. I ran in the house, told my husband, I think I want to do this. Because we weren't locked down, they were offering the three-wheel riding course. I took the class, passed, and the journey started on trying to get a bike that was on my vision board. And so that was my introduction into the Women of On-Road Facebook group.
Okay, that's a great story. Excuse me, it's windy. My allergies are killing me. Oh my goodness, man, this is wild. But anyway, go ahead, Claudette.
Well, I guess as far as the Facebook group, my introduction into that started about 3 years ago. I had already been riding a Can-Am. I had switched over from riding two wheels almost all my life, and actually thought they were ugly when I first saw them, really ugly. And then one day I looked at it, and it was the coolest dadgum thing I'd ever seen. And so I got one in 2018, and then I had already gotten my second one in 2022, and I found the Facebook group accidentally.
Oh, okay.
Because those AI, they hear what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They hear everything, y'all. And so it came up, and I got to checking it out, and I thought, that's pretty cool. It's all ladies, because I know as women, we're always looking for that sisterhood. We're always looking to find another lady that we can connect with. Guys are always going to ride, but finding ladies that ride is rare. And here's this group that's totally dedicated to ladies that ride these beautiful machines. And so I joined, and pretty soon I'm involved in the focus groups, and then, and we'll talk about my crazy idea here in a little bit. So yeah, that's how I found them.
All right, let me go through these list of questions because they make sure that I get all these questions.
You got homework.
Okay, yeah. Okay. The next one is what the women are. How the community is being. Okay, so they want you to talk about what has the Woman on Road community have done to bring more women together?
Ooh, that one's fun because that's very multifaceted. It's really multifaceted. Not only is the Facebook group there, but the support from other women encouraging group rides and meetups. There's never anything negative on there. Never anything negative. Ladies post about just little meetups like LaShawn, and she'll tell you about what she did here just a couple weeks ago. And it was very successful.
Yeah, I think as far as the Women of On-Road Facebook community is involved, it's over like 20,000 something. Last I counted, it was 200 and something women in there.
And growing.
And growing. It's a lot of women. And y'all know when women get together, there can be some drama. But I promise you.
No.
Come on. Let's be real. This your podcast.
We got it too.
Come on. You know, but when I tell you, it is such a beautiful community to be in, to ask questions over and over and over. No one hurts your feelings. Everyone takes the time, extends you grace. And so, and then you're seeing women from all races, all backgrounds, all
stories.
Every story, every journey.
Yeah.
And I think that's the beautiful part for women. We love to talk. We love to be connected. And I promise you, with over 20,000 women in this group, you're going to find someone in that group that can relate to you being a grandmother, a widower, a divorcee, a person that's just starting to ride your bike. There's going to be a story in that group where someone's going to relate to you. And so I think that's the beautiful part about the community.
Yes.
For the Women of On Road.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what's so great is they're encouraging and they're supporting and they're uplifting, and we've had ladies come on there and some people would assume that that's a silly question. They ask a question that some people say, well, that's a dumb question. There are no dumb questions. Right. The only dumb ones are the ones you don't ask. And they'll ask that question and almost apologetically on that Facebook page, and then boom, the comments come in. You got this, girl. Here's some advice. Here's what I do. Talk to this person. Talk to that person. That's their area of expertise. We had that this morning.
Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful because when I joined the community, I didn't even have a bike. I jumped up in that group and I didn't have bike one. And when I tell you the women encouraged me, they loved me through my journey of getting my bike. Even when I thought I wouldn't get it, I would get messages late at night saying, LaShawn, we're praying for you. We know you're going to get your bike. Just hang in there. It's coming. It's on the way. When I got my bike, I was scared to ride it home. My husband actually rode it home for me. But I had women in the group that knew I was getting ready to get it. And they was like, girl, we got you. Let us know where you guys are going to be. We'll come and ride down there and surround you so you'll feel comfortable on the interstate. Oh, guess what? My husband has a trailer. You don't want to ride it home? We'll trailer it for you. I didn't know these women at all. And so for women to open up like that, I'm like, is this really real?
That's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see that nowadays. Yes, you do not see that, and that's what makes it so unique and so special.
Okay, listen, so let me go through this because of my mandate with Can-Am. Nah, just kidding. One of the questions is, well, we kind of like, I don't know, maybe we might have touched on this. How does the community make women feel a bit safer being on a bike? But I'm sure we touched that with all the encouragement, the empowerment. Absolutely.
And riding tips and safety tips.
Yeah, actually, safety tips would be next. Have you seen, like with the words of encouragement, with the people who ask questions, especially the women, do you get a lot of good safety tips and things like that?
We're always encouraging ladies, be sure to wear the proper gear, jackets, boots, gloves, helmet, eye protection. We are actually going to start working on helping ladies learn how to maintain their bikes at home, just minor maintenance, not oil changes and stuff like that, but checking tire pressures and things like that, just to make sure before you get on that bike that you're safe. Make sure your lights are working, kind of thing. So yeah, we're always trying to help ladies and encourage them to be safe while they're riding.
Absolutely.
We just did a coffee house meetup about maybe 2 weekends ago, and the main focus for that was, we know we have a lot of women in our area that are just getting their bikes, I call them my babies because they're just starting to ride their bikes. They're looking for a community to ride with. And so the unique about myself and the women that I ride with, it's about seven of us. We ride Can-Am Spiders. We've been riding together for about maybe 5-6 years and riding in group formation. So we practice safety a lot. We practice ride with group rides all over the country. And so we're starting to kind of venture out now, have meetups where we can notify these ladies, bring them in, create that community for them, and letting them start trickle in and riding with us. So there's safety in numbers, so they don't have to try to figure this out by themselves.
Absolutely.
You know. And so I think that's the beautiful part about
and
our
they're
community.
surrounded by that cushion of safety.
Yes, exactly.
You know, and that helps build their confidence.
Okay.
And that's one of the main things that you want to build on these ladies is the confidence to ride. We had one lady last year that showed up for our Wind Sisters weekend that we do, and she had just started. She wouldn't ride on the highway. She trailered her bike all the way to Kerrville from Magnolia, Texas.
Wow.
And she showed up and she told everybody, you know, I haven't ridden on the highway and I'm really nervous. Those ladies grabbed her up and looked out for her and encouraged her and coached her. And by the end of the event, she had the confidence to ride on the highway, and she was so proud. And now you can't stop her. That girl is all over the place.
She's riding with us now. She's riding with us now.
That's an amazing story. That's an amazing story.
So that's what the Women of On Road group helps build.
All right. So all right, let me finish this. So I'm gonna get into that, and then we're gonna get into some of your stories, your events coming up. So what is the? I don't like the way they phrased it, but
Well, then put it in your
yeah, I'm
words,
gonna put it.
darling.
Okay. What does the future look like for the Women on Road, the community? Where do you see it going? Like, where's it moving?
Well, we're already over 20,000 strong globally. And me and my crazy ideas, and LaShawn knows about my crazy ideas. My dream is to see that doubled in the next 5 years. My dream is to see that growing, not just Facebook membership, because that's great, but actually getting out to these events and participating in events, no matter where they're at, what country they're at, that's what builds the sisterhood. That's what builds the camaraderie.
Yeah. And, you know, again, the community is growing with that many women in a Facebook group. And then now we're venturing out and creating those communities locally. That's one of my babies that I'm trying to do, is because we have so many women in the group, you know, allowing the women to even grasp the concept of, hey, I'm in California. I can see who's in this Facebook group that live in my area, pull them in together, and now they're riding together. So many women with the coffee house event we did, so many women asked me, hey, LaShawn, can you do a coffee house event in Philadelphia?
There's a lot of bikes out here and a lot of music. I just want to tone it down just a little bit, because I'll get banned on social media. I don't own the copyrights of any of the music you hear.
No.
But a lot of the women have reached out, like, LaShawn, can you do a coffee house event in my state? No, because guess what? You can do it yourself. So getting women to grasp the concept.
We're willing to coach them through that.
Yeah,
We've got the format. We've got the framework. And we, you know, we're here.
That's
So
what's up. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. All right, let me just knock down a few more. What they sent me.
Ooh, it's
'cause
chilly today.
Yeah,
What
it is.
happened to this warm Texas weather?
Well, let me tell you, it was hot yesterday being outside, man. I tell you.
Bipolar weather here.
Okay, this one is like, this is probably the final one. What Women on Road initiatives are coming in the future that you could share, that you know, anything upcoming?
I think, honestly, coming up, well, they hadn't announced anything yet, but some really good stuff is.
We can keep it under wraps. We can keep it under wraps for a little
Oh,
while.
ladies love secrets.
Really
We
good
love
stuff is
secrets.
coming,
So,
but-
ladies, it's kind of secret right now.
Yeah.
But that is why you need to stay tuned to Keith's channel, to the Can-Am Ride Out.
Yep.
and to the Women of On Road Facebook page, because that's where you're going to get it first.
Yes.
First.
Stuff is coming.
There's some great stuff coming down the line, ladies. I can kind of say that there's going to be some apparel. Ladies, we love clothes. We love shopping. You get your fingers warmed up because there's going to be some new stuff coming out that way.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to probably wrap it up. I just want you guys to share. I mean, I think you've already shared a personal story. You already shared a personal story of encouragement. If you had to give a word to yourself, to a woman rider, first time, whatever, what would be like the one thing you would just say outright to them to make them feel comfortable?
Oh, wow.
1 second. We'll just let this music pass.
I would say for myself, if I had to tell myself, experiencing all of this for the first time, just show up. Just show up. Show up not for anyone else, show up for yourself. Because I get so many women that message me that's saying, LaShawn, how are you riding with this group? Or how are you riding with these people? Or how are you doing this? I do it because I show up. I just show up.
Yeah,
What about
showing
you?
up. And don't be afraid to take that chance to make a new friend.
Yes.
Oh, girl, we're from Texas. We're friends with everybody. And if we're not, we will make friends with you, right, Keith?
Right?
And, so don't be afraid, like she said, to show up to these things, because people are not going to judge you.
No.
They're not going to look down at you on as far as whether you've ridden a long time or not, or if this is your first bike or your fifth bike. It doesn't matter. They're just glad to see you there. And that's the beautiful thing about it.
All right. Well, listen, we are live on location. I have two beautiful ladies here who gave all the women out there that ride, that are thinking about riding, that just have it in their idea, maybe ride with someone, that these are the things that their personal experiences that they share to make their confidence. So we hope we could pass it on to you. Links below to both of them if you want to contact them through social media. If you have any questions, you just want to get some encouragement, follow the Women on Road page. Follow me, Keith Hammer, Rolling on 3, the first podcast. All the links will be below. We are live on location, Houston WHAP. Hope to see you here next year. Everybody ride safe, all right? Ride safe. Wonderful.
Woo! We made it.
Yeah.
We survived,
Now,
right?
let's hope it recorded.
We'll survive.